some breaking news now on Lance Armstrong. The global governing body of cycling has just announced moments ago it will ban Armstrong for life and strip him of his 7 tour titles.
As his reputation, sponsorships, and influence have fallen off a cliff, the silence surrounding his methods over the years has begun to crack.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for attending this urgent meeting today. We are the crisis management team consisting of me, the chairman of Lance Armstrong Foundation. Beside me is the president of the foundation, vice president of the finance department, vice president of the marketing and public relations department, and finally our corporate lawyer. So we are here today to, as you all have known, currently, our former chairman, Lance Armstrong, was accused of doping in October 2012. So this has brought some impact to our foundation. So our objective of our meeting today will be to come up with some strategy to counter the problems faced in our foundation. So Mr. Chairman, could you brief us on the impacts from this crisis?
Right. Thank you, Madam Chairperson. So basically, this negative impact will affect in 3 categories, like let's say finance, PR, and marketing department, and the most importantly is our image. Alright. So, and all these 3 factors indirectly affect our stakeholders. This indicates that the stakeholders actually tend to start being not so confident on our foundation itself. So, besides that, our employer, they are start to be doubted about our core values here. So, and this one is really damaging our foundation internally and also externally. For the finance issue there, I would like to invite my colleague to have a further explanation regarding this.
Thank you, Mr. President. In terms of our finances, we are having a serious issue here. Just recently, 8 of our corporate donors actually backed up and requested a refund for their donation amount. And to sum it all up, the amount that we've lost is about 10% of our monthly donation income. So this is quite a serious matter. And I believe it may be more damaging further on because it may be a chain reaction. If more companies feel that we are having a bad image, they may start to ask for refunds for their donations. So this is my main concern I'd like to present.
Correct. Okay, so this is for finance department, and also we moving on to the PR and marketing department.
Thank you, Mr. President. After the charges of Mr. Armstrong for cheating and lying, our reputation has been going down very badly. Even the social medias are flooding in. For example, the recent tweets with the taglines of "Lie Strong" #Live Wrong has started flooding in. I brought last week's New York Times. They came up with an article where they're accusing Mr. Armstrong using our foundation for his own benefit. This is really bad.
So summing up from each department, currently the major impacts from this crisis will be on the finance and our marketing department. So has you all come up with any strategy to cope with the problems that we're facing?
Right. Madam Chairperson, for information here, so we basically have a discussion among ourselves, especially with the Department of PR and Marketing. So we propose to have a rebranding action. So what we're going to do is basically to review our logo and as well as the name of the foundation. Alright. So this is our what we're going to propose here. Alright. So as you can see here, so this is our current logo, the Lance Armstrong Foundation, and with the logo by the person who cycling.
Yeah.
Alright, so we decided to change to Live Strong Foundation with just a simple design over there. Alright, however, regarding the changes, we would like to consult our corporate lawyer so that we can ensure that there is no any legal issue to be applied.
Yes, yes, Mr. President. Life Strong. Sorry, Live Strong is a good name. We can keep the yellow and black as our company logo. Besides that, having secure copyright ownership in the new logo under our agreement with the designer, that is the one who designs the logo, we will keep a copy of that contract on the file in order to have proof of our copyright ownership. So after that, we will went to register the logo and the name Live Strong Foundation as a trademark and our own design. So it can be done legally 3 to 5 working days. So it's not a problem.
Since there are no legal issue regarding our new logo, I'm quite satisfied with the new logo that we're having here. I believe that changing the logo will incur much expense. So based on our current finance condition, will it be affordable for our foundation to for this?
Currently, we can actually afford some of the rebranding strategy, but certain criteria maybe we'll have to approach sponsors, particularly maybe merchandise. Rebranding merchandise is quite expensive, and we need to find new corporate partners perhaps. But it can be done. It's feasible to do that.
So other than that, is there any other solutions from the marketing department?
Well, madam, I'm trying to make an appointment with Oprah Winfrey so that madam can have an interview session with her. We're also requesting all our cancer survivors to share their stories in our website. This will reflect a positive energy to the society. And they have to carry out a press conference to announce our rename.
I do agree that we should have a press conference to let the public inform the public regarding any changes from our foundation. So I would like it to be arranged as soon as possible.
Sure, madam.
So how about the employee morale after the crisis?
Alright, Madam Chairperson, so regarding the employee morale, so the management team, especially for those department manager, we actually planning to have open therapy strategy. So what we're gonna do here is like we will have a frequent short meeting with all the employees according to the department. So the purpose of these meetings is to understand their feeling, so that to let them know that the management team, no matter the board of director or whoever, they're actually concerned about the employees. And also this meeting will provide us the chance to clarify what is going on actually, so that they will not doubt the core values and also affected by the unnecessary rumors outside. And I believe this action will potentially and even can strengthen our internal structure of our foundation, which provide us a good platform to fight against this crisis. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Yes, Mr. President, I have a little advice to you. Make sure you communicate well with your employees, not to spread rumors. Hopefully they are not affected, but more. I'm not also not hope that they are the one who spread rumors.
Alright.
So,
Okay.
alright, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So before the solution seems quite comprehensive. So before I end the meeting, is there any add-ons from each department?
That's all from my side. Thank you.
Maybe just something in short. Maybe just like always, we should maintain our good financial transparency. That's something our corporate finance actually provides.
That's
That's all.
That's all.
That's all from me. Okay.
So, since there are no more add-ons, I'd like to adjourn our meeting today. So thanks for attending. I would like to set up another meeting after the press conference to finalize everything. So thank you, and that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
A very good evening to all press members present today. Thank you for spending time to our press conference. The purpose of our press conference is to address some recent events in Lance Armstrong Foundation. As you all know, Mr. Lance Armstrong is a nice person. However, his recent action is against our foundation core value, and regretfully, he has to step down as the chairman of Lance Armstrong Foundation. So as the new chairman of this foundation, we will bring the same core values of the Lance Armstrong Foundation, but with a fresh face. The new name of our foundation, which is Live Strong Foundation. And here is the new logo from our design team. So the Live Strong Foundation the core value of Live Strong Foundation will be providing support to cancer patients and survivors. Besides changing our foundation name and logo, we will be setting up a website using our new foundation name, which is Live Strong Foundation. We will be also organizing some campaigns to re-establish our core values to the public. This is to increase the awareness in the public regarding the objectives of the Live Strong Foundation. In the absence of Mr. Lance Armstrong, we will continue to stay strong and transparent to serve all cancer patients and survivors out there. So that's all from me. Now I shall pass the floor to my colleague, President of the Live Strong Foundation.
All right. So, good day, everyone. And I'm Mr. President from Live Strong Foundation, and I'm here to answer all the questions that our press member would like to ask. Please.
Sir,
Yes, please.
how do you keep your employees motivated?
All right, thanks for your question. That's a pretty good question here. So basically, we are launching a plan here. We call it as a clear communication plan. So what are we going to do here is like we basically having frequent meeting. And so the purpose of this meeting is to for us to build a certain understanding. So for the employer understand what employees thinking, and also vice versa in the other way around, which means that the employee also know what's actually the employer are doing or the board director is doing and what are the purposes. Right? Am I answering your questions?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Next question,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Yes.
Is it true that Lance Armstrong has personally benefited from the foundation?
All right. Thank you. So, first of all, I would like to clarify that this is completely not true at all. Right? So, yeah. As what we mentioned just now, we are always being transparent, especially in financial method. So I would like to clarify that Lance Armstrong has not any benefited from this foundation at all. Right? So, alright, thank you.
Mr. Greg, I have one last question.
Alright, please.
Right now, as Live Strong, what is your relationship with Lance Armstrong himself? And second part of my question would be, now that Live Strong is running without Lance Armstrong, do corporate companies still support your efforts?
Alright, thank you for your question. So, I would like to clarify that despite the rumors or the scandal out there, so Lance's contribution on this foundation and to those who need is undeniable, right? So, Live Strong Foundation will still giving hope to millions in their fight against the cancer. Previously, our core value still remain. Previously, we help those who need, especially cancer patient. Currently, we are still help, and in the future, we will still help them. Right? Am I answering your question, sir? Right. Thank you.
More than 82% of every dollar raised for Livestrong goes to actively support the organization's cancer programs and initiatives. Compare that to the industry standard 75%. And we checked with national nonprofit watchdog groups who tell us Livestrong is considered one of the top-rated nonprofits in the country. Robert?
Thank you, Shannon. We'll check out more of Livestrong by the numbers. Since its inception 17 years ago, the foundation has raised more than $525 million to improve the lives of people affected by cancer. They've served more than 2.8 million people with free cancer support programs and initiatives. Online now at KXAN.com, you'll find a link to programs provided free of charge from Livestrong to cancer patients and their families.